Not been live in a little while, but I'm going live now because one, I want to get on and chat about something that's on my mind, and two, I don't want to make an entire video editing this week because I have so much going on the next couple weeks, and I want to reserve a lot of my energy and really do something really unique in the next coming weeks. And that's going to be onboarding a lot of merchants here in South Florida. We already have a lot on deck. In the Bitcoin Cash community, there's a lot of momentum already going on down here. I got to have a really cool dinner with some really cool people in the space, with some bigger crypto companies. I was super grateful to be invited to a dinner like that. Sometimes, on this quest of creating crypto content, I kind of pinch myself at the opportunities and the people that I've got to meet, and it's just a fascinating new world being created in the crypto sphere. So just super grateful to find people doing unique things, and that's kind of, I think, where the crypto world's at, still in that niche, non-mainstream vibe where you get to find a lot of more innovative minds. But the topic for today's video is my problem with the dollar and really any fiat currency, but I live in the United States, so I really am pointing out the dollar, stems from the reason I got into crypto all those years ago, the reason I would buy gold and silver, and the reason I got involved really into like a more libertarian mindset is that I'm anti-war, and before I was, I thought I was probably in my college years in the late 2000s, or the Obama stage, I may have been partial to the Democratic Party. Crypto, Alex, long time brother. What's so unique about crypto, and almost off-putting to some, is that a crypto transaction, it's not all about politics, and I don't think it should be, right? Beautiful here in South Florida. Check out that sky, guys. Thank you. We got 2 in the chat. Thank you for hanging out. Hit that thumbs up button if you're coming on in. So the real crux of it is being anti-war and wanting to use crypto is because I learned that there's a real paradox in using dollars and working and living in a system where you're paying taxes. Like, I don't understand. It makes no sense why, if you live in a system that taxes you and they can print money, right? Like, why are you paying taxes if they just print money to do what they want anyways? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like, it's a silly concept that, like, the empire, we all believe in it, that we pay taxes, but yet, sorry, I hate that it's windy. I'm gonna try to find a non-windy area to walk. I'm gonna go through the back over here. So if they can tax you, why do they just print the money? Well, the answer is that simply by invisibly taxing you, it's more politically viable. It's better to say, oh man, would you look at the cost of this one up? That is interesting. Too bad for you. This is actually funding our government program, or a war in general, right? So I'm speaking from my own disposition, why I got into crypto and where I gained anti-war views. And when I learned, and when you really get down the crux of it, you understand that actually using dollars perpetuates war. Like, this isn't, take this with a grain of salt, but by using dollars, you are subsidizing murder. I mean, war is just a politically favorable word for murder, right? Just like taxation is a politically favorable word for theft, and so is inflation. So I think it's really important to understand how disgusting the dollar is and fiat currency is. And you really feel that, it makes you, and if you really feel that, you will give your life to crypto. And it becomes less about, like, I'm an investor, right? I invest in things. But it becomes less about that. It becomes, this is a tool that stops people from being able to murder other people. That sounds extreme, but it is absolutely true. The way the government and the empire funds itself, or any government, let's say Putin right now invading Ukraine, his ability to inflate more rubles to pay military men to go out there is murdering people in Ukraine, right? Like, really think about that. But when you take away the power from a nation state that operates a military and make them have to fund their military operations in an honest way meaning taxing, at least like there's a political consequence to that, right? Like you're voting to tax me, right? Like there's a direct political consequence to that. Sorry, really don't like to win. Let me know if anyone else has this view with the dollar or fiat currency in the comments below, or in the chat or in here. I think we have 4 people live. Thank you for coming in. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button. And I want to get somewhere. I'm gonna probably go sit on my porch where it's not so windy. Cooper, do you want to go sit on the porch? Say hi to everyone. Coop, say hi. He's down. So I don't know how many people that resonates with. I know a decent amount, but I guess the reason why I want to make this video, because I'm going to go out in the next coming weeks and adopt people. A lot of people are generally interested in taking cryptocurrency for payments, but the why, when you sell something to someone, you have to have a strong why. And I don't think that's an attractive why to talk about during a, let's say, it's not even like a sale, like, right? I'm having businesses extend another payment method. They're not giving me any money, right? Like, I will actually be giving out money and perks to join the network. So it's hitting on other pain points, right? Like generally, people want to understand inflation's a real thing, and not necessarily the consequences of inflation, right? So the consequences of inflation are, again, war or other things governments do. So generally, I think people, if they're not dealing with war right in their face, they may not think about this, right? So they may think, okay, no wind over here, awesome. They may think about protecting their purchasing power would be good, or being able to send something for a low fee would be good. So those are all things that I think are really good parts of encouraging people to adopt it, right? But trying to move an economy away from using fiat, I think there has to be there will be a lot of time. Sorry, I don't know why it's unconnecting. I just don't have the time and energy to do that with all the work I'm going to be putting the next couple of weeks. I want to come out strong. So I'm going to check out some of the comments here and go from there. Kansu, hi, don't you fear a rotten law in EU now? They want forced platform. They want forced platform to give a name to all users sending more than 1,000 to cold wallet. Yeah, I did see that. So that is, but look, there's a lot of things in the current world as we switch over that we're not going to be welcome with open hands, right? But and it's going to have to be done in a peaceful way, is the way we're going to advocate, but we are going to have to get involved politically. And my dog loves to play. So the people that are pro crypto and want a more non-sovereign currency to create a more fair system, we have to get involved at a political level. So whether that's running for political office, because these laws are not going to be favorable. Like right now, I'm going to onboard businesses and I'm going to have to explain to them, every time you move this crypto, it is a taxable event. And that is not good. But I am highly optimistic that will change. I'm highly optimistic that, and you're seeing in different places, I think I heard in Arizona that's going to change, and in a bunch of different areas, they're going to treat it more like a currency than a security right now. It's treated as a security. And they're going to have to look at different tokens, and some may get taxed as security and some may not. So I think that's something, again, while these are disappointing things, uh, it's just part, if you thought this was going to be easy, you might be naive, but we have, I believe we were on the right side of history, and a worthwhile effort to create a world that does not have fiat ruling and being able to invisibly tax people. So, St. Kitts will be soon greener than the Hulk. Oh, for sure. St. Kitts is amazing. It's amazing. And, you know, as we try to do something like this in South Florida, where it's a much bigger market, and, you know, St. Kitts was so fast and so impactful the way it all went down because it was very easy to create a circular economy. I shouldn't say really easy. It took a lot of great hard work. I don't want to undermine that. But you're talking about an island that probably has a couple hundred businesses total on it, where you're talking about South Florida has millions of businesses, right? So to make it go circular, to make the currency adoption stick, there has to be growth, usage, marketing. There's a lot of things that I've noticed that make. Sorry, my dog is playing. That makes this change, this new currency system stick. So, St. Kitts is a beautiful thing, and I think it will continue to go. Another comment here. Very good. New could happen in the year. Kim said it. Let me see here. My dog inside. He really wants to rally. He's really excited about crypto. Very good. Will arrive to onboard Elon, but is not followed by Elon. So wait and see. So you think Kim.com can get Elon Musk to come over? I've heard whispers of that. I know they've dialogued. I know Elon doesn't follow many people. I think he follows maybe 100 people. Come on, Coop. Inside, baby. Here, baby. So, I don't know. I think that is all clearly speculation at this point. And I know some people in the space have on Cash Team, so we'll have to wait and see. Back to the chat. Do you think Elon will be enough courageous to support BCH into streaming with Kim.com? So I always like to answer things in terms of probability, whether it's probable or could happen. I think it is 50-50. So it's hard to give it a probability to me. I do think there is something there. But I don't know how viable it is. If that makes sense. So, yeah. So we have some interesting people in town. You'll see them this coming. Make sure you are following the channel, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, and you'll be able to see a lot of cool adoption things that we do here in Florida. We're going to learn a lot. I think, you know, I learned a lot already being in the space for the time that I have and going over to St. Kitts and speaking to people who've had impact doing onboarding. So really excited about that. And yeah, you know, it's going to be, you know, for people, this video is more directed towards people that I may speak to or that haven't considered the implications of using fiat currency. Like I even said this in my office last week. We were getting lunch somewhere, and I was tipping the person in Bitcoin Cash, and the person I was with, he also likes crypto, but he felt like he should tip her in cash too. And I just said, why'd you do that? Like, you know, she was into crypto, and he said, well, you know, she seemed a little unsure, but like, and I just generally said, like, you are helping, you know, create more warfare, and by pretending the system is viable, right? And it really is going to get to that. You know, it's hard to operate a business without fiat currency in the United States. You can do full crypto in different areas, and you already see people that live full off of crypto. So, anyways, let's go back to the comment section, see if we have anything else. Stop chat. Do you know we can vote with BCH? Yeah, we vote with every transaction you make is a vote. The way you spend your money is a vote. the products you buy, the currency you use, everything, you are voting for a system, right? If you're using dollars, you're voting for that system. That was why I brought it to his attention. And I was certainly not like really upset with him. I was saying like, if you really think about it, that's what's happening. And again, I don't begrudge people for using dollars per se. I want to be part of welcoming people to use cryptocurrency. He says, no, I don't mean this. There is AM application, but you're right. Yeah, I mean, I know people, I'm surprised that we already don't use blockchain to vote for a lot of things already. I think blockchain is a lot more efficient. I think there would have been a lot less turmoil in the United States if we had used blockchain in our voting system rather than snail mail in the United States with the Joe Biden and Donald Trump election. We have the technology, but we use snail mail, so it's fascinating. So anyways, guys, I wanted to hop on. I hope to see you all this week with the videos coming up, and make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'll try to keep active on those platforms, and noise.cash. I always try to post over there every week. And yeah, I'll put the video up on the channel now for anyone who missed it. Sorry if it was a little windy in the beginning. I wanted to make a good quality video and not have that, but so I did my best. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys.